Good afternoon. I thought I would do a voiceover to this video. So this is Abbie, and you can see that Abbie is dragging to get back home, doesn't want to walk away from the home, and you can see in a little cutout video as well, pulling off to the right hand side, doesn't want to sort of go out and to the left. So now this is a dog that obviously has some nervousness to the outside and probably some learnt behaviour as well, because she's managed to put the brakes on and it's worked, so she's managed to get back home. Now, this is an interesting case because while there may be an element of fear, and we have to think about that, we have to build through slowly in counter condition, but also some of this could be learnt behaviour, where obviously she's decided I'm going to put the brakes on, and then that's worked because it's got interaction from their guardians, etc. But this is where a lot of people don't really understand about, when you hear all these comments about, positive reward training is all about throwing treats for a dog, throwing treats for a dog. And you'll see here that we very rarely use any food in this process because there's nothing that's going to work in terms of this. This is about giving her relief, and it's using the relief as the reward. So it's using that calmness, it's using that relaxation as the reward for getting to sort of experience this world and move forward. So I know she wants to get back home. So what we're doing is we're doing some short little training walks here where we're taking her out. She's walking nicely. We walk her back home so she can learn that coming out and going to the left is not bad. So if you go back to the very early start of that video, you'll see her sort of going around the back of the car and pulling off and anchoring sort of underneath the back of the car and trying to get back. But what was happening is when just there, like you saw in that little bit there, where she put the brakes on and immediately the handler sort of had the lead try it and was trying to pull her with her. Well, what that does is it creates opposition reflex, and she still wants to go back home, and you end up in this conflict with the dog. And because the tension stays on the lead, the dog stays stuck in that moment. So what I was getting them to do here is that when they feel her drop back or they feel her put the brakes on like this, is to not go into conflict. Once her body has relaxed, and you can feel that through the lead, you drop the tension out of the lead too. You wait a couple of seconds, and then they were able to give her a call and start moving again. And then she walks a few paces away from the home, but is then immediately rewarded with walking back home. So again, we're using this little process of going, look, I want to keep you home. And it, again, I suppose in a way, it's a little bit like short micro departures in separation anxiety. We're building her confidence that nothing bad is happening. And as you can see, as she progresses through these, I mean, she turns left there and just walks out. She wouldn't even do that at the very start of the session. Okay. Now, we did use some food at some point during this training session, but that food was used more as a barometer. So it was like she wouldn't eat anything out on the drive. And again, the owner says, so you can see there, we just pop some food down and she starts eating. The owner had tried bacon, cheese, you name it, everything high value. We're just using ordinary dog food here and she's eating. And that's because what we've done is we've worked through the calmness procedure of just trying to get her relaxed outside and experience the outside, and then we introduce the food. So we didn't throw food, and this is what's frustrating for anyone who trains in a kind, ethical way, that people just bandy stuff about that just is not factually correct. So here we were bothered about the emotional experience of the dog. There is no point correcting this dog, as has been advised to this pair, in terms of that they should be doing more to correct the dog and punish the dog in this state. And that's like, that is completely the wrong thing to do. This dog is showing signs of nervousness, fear, whatever, even learnt behavior, but it's like, and that might have been created by us by allowing that, but it's a bit hard to then punish and correct when she's feeling that way. So our job is to advocate for it, is to then get her relief, show her that it's okay, build her confidence, and then we're going to creep further. We're not going to try and shut her down so she just follows because she feels like she's got no other option. We're going to train her to go, look, I can exist out here. And look at her now. She's just wandering about freely. Now, this is a very raw session, so it's not cleverly edited. You can just see it's not perfect. And again, like in a lot of my videos, I'm just showing you as we're working through this. It's going to be clunky. It's going to be messy. This is real life training. This is about getting a dog back to comfort. And the owners were so impressed that she was able to come out and hang out at the top of the drive, turn left, and walk away from the home, which is the first time she's done that in years. Okay. So yeah, what a great job. Really love working with Abbie. Can't wait to see her progress.